EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Indianapolis Colts. Set. Ball is on the tee, and off we go on EA Sports. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Buffalo 18! 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers!
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Very good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Adonai Mitchell, the intended target. And it'll be 3rd down. Play fake, it's Richardson. Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And he's going to bring this one back. Less than a minute into the game, it's a pick 6 and an early touchdown. That is a brutal way to start the game. You're thinking opening drive touchdown. Instead, that 3rd down pick turns into 6, Greg.
Yeah, Mike, and every offense all week works on that opening drive. It's such a critical way to get their players and get their offense settled into this game. And as you said, disastrous start, not only turning the ball over, but allowing the defense to capitalize and take it all the way back the other way.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ashton Doolin now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
He'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He'll push forward for about a yard. It was Jeremy Chin that time up to make the stop.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
From the gun on third down. Richardson. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Raiders has got it. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The second defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop him with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go, let's go.
Richardson to throw it here on first down. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
5-yard line.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Come on, Warriors, 70, 58, 30.
From the gun, Richardson. That's hot outside. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Ready,
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up third down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game. And you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for third and a yard. Looks like a design run here with Richardson. They get 15 on that game. First down, Indianapolis.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on third and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On first and 10, here's Richardson. That one intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're on to you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw him a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
On the ground, here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll move this ahead to about 4 yards. Justin Wally there to bring him down. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Now, Gino. Open man. That's Dante Fortin. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Dante Fortin. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now Carlson to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
Colts nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on.
The play action. It's Richardson. Now a deep ball from Mitchell. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6. Mark it at the 31.
At the 31. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Dragon 60. Ready. Bronco 80. 18. Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
Now Richardson. He's got his man right side. It's complete.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Finding room at midfield. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Good pickup of 16 on that screenplay. And a first down.
Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Gidden. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
No gain on the play.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter in the books. It's the Raiders with the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Here's Richardson. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup. 21.
Colts.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on 1st down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. you become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And that play took a little long to develop. They stopped it for no gain at the 4.
I just don't love the look of this offense so far in this game, Mike. I mean, this first half, they've been flat, they've been lethargic, there hasn't been a lot of urgency, and we saw it again on this last play. Simple handoff, no gain, same story.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Throwing is Richardson. And he'll shake it on in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Colts. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. He gets this one to Tucker. There's no chance to turn and go. That's one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 2nd down, Smith. Defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it straight ahead now with Genty. Awkward looking tackle there. Upended at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Now, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Open man, left side. He's got it. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. His defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. from the pistol. Smith. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now, a second down throw for Smith. And he'll get forward, give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down. Trying to get it out to Ashton Genty that time. Now it's going to be third down. Smith to throw. That is caught. And he's in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Vegas. That's his second touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Down. 19 Lions. Panther 60. Panther 60. Go.
On first down, it's Richardson. Trying the left side and caught by Pittman. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
At the 35-yard line.
2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar.
Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor. Complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Richardson to throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Track. Movement.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Mitchell. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd and 4. Now Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. because those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Off the play fake, it's Richardson. First down throw there is incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Out of shotgun, Richardson. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal.
18 Rattlers. 60 Bobcats.
From the gun, Richardson. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Oh, alley cut. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. Might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts are able to edge a bit closer.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Tommy Malott to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Bowers, the man in motion. Now the Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. Bowers, the man in motion. On first down is Smith. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
There we go.
Off the play fake. It's Smith. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. And he is planting backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Gina. That's going to be incomplete. Covered very good there. Contact jarring the ballers. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
It is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete. Trey Tucker, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
On the return is Gould. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds.
At the 50-yard line.
On the give, this is Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. They'll go again here with Taylor. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job with separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Rigoberto
So
Sanchez
on 4th down, the
on
Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Return man steering clear of this one. They're going to mark it down at the 20-yard line. A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. And we mark out up at the 34-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver. They get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Gino now on 1st and 10. A throw right side. Take it in. Find something. They get 12 yards on that pass. Good for a Raider first down.
Raiders.
Run right at the gut with Gentry. And look out there. Upended at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now, Gino going for it all. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
Throwing on 2nd down. Smith. He'll find Gentry out of the backfield. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Third down, 3 to go. Play action now. It's Gino. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Dante Thornton was the intended target. And that'll set up 4th down.
A 49-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their
The
lead.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk set, press, ready.
On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
70, 19, Tiger, 19, ready.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. To the left side, taken in by Down. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 17
He's got a
yards.
touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
7 Pirates, Bronco 80. 18 Rattler,
Here's Richardson. complete to his running back, Taylor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 more yards. That's another Colts first down. First and 10 at the 30.
They'll run here with Taylor. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage. But when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
Short one, and it's caught by Warren. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for another Colts. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready?
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. On play action, Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Taylor is in for a touchdown. Now, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
Open man is Horton. He's got it. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. It's a gain there of 26 yards. First and 10. They'll run with Genty. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 21. First down, Vegas.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead, you're in the fourth quarter, and they're able to pop off a big run.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. They'll try and run the option left. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1.
The 36-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
This a must-stop for this defense. Facing third and long. Now Smith. Got his man at the 6. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. The defense blows a chance to get off the field as the offense converts third and 14. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll go the wrong way, trying to use that speed to get out to the pylon. They got to give ground, and they tackle him for a loss.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That one, take it in. Trey Tucker, touchdown Raiders. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Raiders will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Doolin. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Here we go. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. On the ground, it's Genty. And he is upended. What an awkward-looking tackle. Taken down behind the line on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Once again, it's Genty. And a much more positive run here. That one good for 10. But it's still going to leave him with a 3rd down coming up.
A gain of 10 yards.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, They have no answers whatsoever.
Ball sitting at the 7. First and goal. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. From a little further back, here's second and goal. So this one, a win for the visiting Raiders. They bounced back from the loss last week, really put in a determined effort, and will come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.